In modern dance, we often talk about the modern dance family tree. So in the oddest of circumstances, Alvin Ailey and I would be sort of second cousins because he first started studying with Lester Horton. Lester Horton had the first truly interracial company in the United States, and Lester Horton, the associate director of Lester's company, was Bella Lewitsky, who was my mentor, and Bella was Alvin's first teacher. So, and as you kind of go, so that's my immediate and sort of slightly hysterical connection to Alvin. You know, those early modern dance companies were all founded on personalities. So Alvin's company had his stamp all over it. He was contemporary, of course, with Martha Graham, with Paul Taylor, with Merce Cunningham, with Jose Limon, not as contemporary, but all of the New York biggies. And he was there right in the middle of it. But he did work different than other people. He did work that is often described as commercial. I don't think that's true, but you know, he used a lot of jazz music. He choreographed to Duke Ellington a lot, and brought the whole African-American experience to the stage in a way that was both, you know, it was intriguing, it was enticing, and sometimes difficult, but he always managed to bring in an entertainment side to it. So Alvin really brought people to see modern dance that were not part of the modern dance audience initially. You know, once that barrier really was broken, then it just spread all over the place. But I wouldn't compare him to anybody. He was Alvin. The baton has passed to Robert Battle, and his work is, you know, generations beyond the work that Alvin did. So the exciting thing, I think, is to come to see some historical work, which they'll be bringing, and then some really new things that will keep the company moving forward. I don't think Alvin ever intended his company to become a museum. And the directors that have been in place since his death have really worked hard to make sure that it didn't become a museum company, that it continued to grow. And with Robert Battle at the helm, I think we'll continue to see growth. You know, this is the big question at the moment, what's he going to do? Well, you know, he's been doing it for a while, it's just now his name is stamped on it. So I think it'll be very, very interesting. And if they've never seen the Ailey Company, they must come. If they've seen it 1,000 times, they must come, because this one will be different. You know, Alvin's initial thought was to create the first African-American modern dance company. It certainly was never exclusively that, but that was really the push, because in his early time, you know, black dancers were not being hired into these sort of mainstream companies, you know, every now and then maybe. But that was really his goal, which he achieved very, very well. I think that's still part of the mission, but I don't know that it's singularly part of the mission. But any student that can come, and whether dance students or just regular students, they can see that, you know, this is an opportunity. There is possibility for anybody who's willing to work hard and move forward in it. Inspirational, absolutely. You know, we always quote Martha Graham, and I'm not sure this is her quote, but let's do it anyway. You know, there are only two kinds of dance: good dance and bad dance. And this is decidedly good dance. And I mean that very sincerely, regardless of your own aesthetic. Whether you like this or not is totally beside the point. This is good dance. And for young students to see good dance, you can't beat that live. You know, that's the big ticket there.